Hey, Peyton, Jack,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Have you guys been looking up at the sun, trying to get a glimpse of the eclipse? I guess it's partial from where you are.
Yeah, it covered, my friend I think said like 97 point something percent of the sun.
Really? From your
And like,
location?
yeah, but it wasn't as dark as it was like 7 years ago, from what I remember personally. It
Okay.
felt like it was still bright.
Okay. It just kind of reduced image. The light, reduced light.
Yeah.
I'm in Florida, so we got zero. Did you have any what did you think of the did you do the week 11 or week 12 assignments? Well, week 12 is this week, but week 11, Peyton?
Yeah, last week's was really hard. I spent a lot of time on it.
Oh, because of JavaScript.
And I didn't know a lot of like this like how to do a lot of things. So a lot of things might be wrong.
That's
But
okay.
I tried working through it. I had to just do some Google searches to see what like some things were, just to get like a basic understanding of it.
Were there was the Zybook missing info based on what you had to do versus the reading? Or did you do the assignment and then do the reading or
It was more of the fact of like I just wanted like a straightforward answer of like a simple definition of some stuff. And
gotcha.
like the book explains things, but I just wanted like a straightforward this does this type thing. Like it's like this is what this stands for and stuff.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And you got that from Google?
Yeah, I just Google searched some like I guess they would be like vocab terms and everything. I just didn't want to have to look through the book necessarily to find it. I don't know. I my brain processes things in a weird way, so I just like I
Are you
did
more
research
visual?
before I had to code. So what?
Are you more visual, like a visual type of person?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I
But
didn't like look I don't know how to explain it. I didn't like look at other code. I just like let me see if I can explain what I'm talking about. Hang on.
how about you, Jack? Any issues?
Uh, yes.
Like what?
I do not like JavaScript. Um, I could handle HTML and CSS, but now that we're
Mhm,
dipping into JavaScript, even with the second book, the Zy book,
mhm.
it's been a struggle for sure.
It was it that it just didn't explain enough, or some things it didn't explain at all?
I don't think I think the book was fine.
Mhm.
There was definitely like a difference in the I don't remember the name of the first like the first book was like HTML and CSS like beginner's
Right.
guide or
That's
whatever it was.
yeah, and that's yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
that
just
one doesn't
formatting
have
stuff. Yeah.
yeah that one I don't know why like the that one I was able to like it was easier for me to get like read through it and understand what like the material was in that one.
Mhm,
Maybe just because HTML and CSS are easier to understand than JavaScript, but I just it was
mhm.
harder for me to grasp the concepts in the Zy book. Just I don't know. It's just I've been struggling.
I mean, it's a different way of thinking. I know you guys there at the school are more creative. You're more, like styling and setting things up and colors and themes. You guys are really, really, really good with that stuff. When it comes to JavaScript, it's more the other, yeah, the other side of the brain. where it's more logical, not as creative. It's stuff that you have to figure out, you know? So it's less creative and more tech, really a lot more technical. But it's to the it's in a way that it's good to know, because what it does is that it takes you a little bit away from the creativity and the, you know, and it makes it brings you into the functionality part of web development, and you need to have that extra oomph to be able to add databases, to be able to you know, have the people add in information, and then you take the information and be able to do something with that information. So if you're not used to programming and you're not used to that kind of organization, it takes a little while for that stuff to sink in. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad that you're kind of struggling a little. That's normal. For this kind of stuff, it's normal. And we won't go heavy into the programming, but you know, I want to at least touch base to the point where you know that it's there, you know what it does, you know that it exists, you know at least rudimentally how to put things together so that you add more functionality um, to your web development. Of course, you know, the creative stuff, you know, it's a lot more fun. This stuff is not as much fun, but it adds a nice kick to your web development to make it that much more functional. You guys understand? Jack, Peyton, you
Yeah.
guys still on mute?
It was the, by the way, I think it was the DOM manipulation thing. I think that that's what I had to like I needed like to know the basic like definition for that one. So I think that that was like the thing that I Google searched.
Okay, all right. Also, you know, if you guys get stumped on stuff, feel free to email me. So I've gotten emails from a few of the other students, and where they had gotten stumped on a couple of things. And I know you guys like to figure things out for yourselves, and it's great. But if you ever run into a brick wall or something in the middle of the week or anything, feel free to email me and say, hey, you know, Professor, I don't get this one. Little help, please. Okay. Because then maybe, you know, I can do a little video, or I can do a little explaining, you know, and then once you get it, I can actually take that and add it to the course. This week, and remember, I mean, when it comes to the real estate web development, that's an ongoing thing. So you take what you've done in the past, maybe fix it up a little bit, and then use that for the next assignment. The one for this week, of course, it's just 2 pages. It's brand new stuff. So you just got to get those couple of things to work on that. So it's not the real estate side. Although next week, you're going to be taking some of the elements of what you did for this week, and you're going to add it to your real estate page. And again, the goal is to be able to take that real estate site that you're creating, and if you need to, and you know, at some point down the road, you know, there's a web development, you know, job or anything like that, you guys can use this as a sample. You guys have any questions for me? Anything at all? Any concerns? Anything at all? Jack, Peyton, it's only a two of you.
I think I'm good for right now, but I will
You
email
good?
you if you
You
have
sure?
questions.
Any recommendations do you think that I should add as far as, you know, for any updates for the course for the next semester? I mean, you're both of you are actually two of the two of the top, my one of the two top students. Um, in the course. You guys are doing extremely well. So for anybody else that's kind of struggling a little, you know, if you want to give me any recommendations for the future, please do so. And if you don't have anything right now, that's fine. You can always send me an email.
I think the course material you have is good. The only thing that like you're doing good, but the problem is that it's like a very like, at least for me, it's a very like visual thing. So I think it's just some people get it and some people don't, unfortunately,
Mhm.
because I'm able to like I'm reading the material and then I am able to picture what I'm supposed to be doing and how it's supposed to look.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure some
good.
people are struggling with it, which like I don't know if there's anything you can really change to the course material to make it easier. Because I is you probably want to ask the people who are struggling because with the stuff that I mean I'm struggling now too, but with the stuff that we've been doing, it hasn't been as hard because I've been able to visualize it a lot easier, I think.
Yeah, and one of the things that I've tried to do is make sure to give you guys some of the commands, JavaScript and things like that. It's readily available. There are a ton of YouTube videos out there. There's a lot of stuff on Google. There's stuff, if the Zybook is not enough, there are places that you guys can go aside from, yeah, asking me. You can always ask me and I can give you the information. But there, if you wanted to do this on your own, there are places for you to go to get the info so that you can actually fix your website and then go forward. Where I think a lot of people are struggling is that they don't put enough time into the assignments, and some people have actually missed a lot of assignments. So when you know, this is something that it's great if you've been following along and you go along, you'll get it and you'll do well. But if you miss several assignments here and there, you can easily get very lost, right? All right. So Jack, Peyton, I mean, unless you have anything else, any other questions, anything at all? Like I said, you guys have been doing great.
Thank
Nothing?
you. I just said thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you are. You guys are doing fantastic. All right then. All right. Oh, Evelyn Gutierrez just joined. Hey, Evelyn. I was just gonna shut this down. You have any questions?
Hi, sorry. I just joined late. I forgot about the meeting.
No, no, it's okay.
I was so I know for this past week's assignment, it was supposed to add implementations like further from midterm.
Mhm.
And I was wondering when you were gonna grade it, just because I'm kind of I don't want to say stressing, but like just
You,
kind of on edge with it.
um, let me just check something out here. I mean, you've been doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been doing well. So, and I know I think the last time we spoke, I promised to try to I do promise you that I this week I will have the midterm project done and more than
Okay.
likely week 11. You know, I'm
Okay.
kind
I
of
was
falling
just yeah, I
behind a
was
little bit on that.
Okay,
But
I was just wondering because I kind of wanted like feedback so that we're still continuing the real estate website this week, right?
no,
Or
this week is
okay.
something completely new.
Okay. Okay.
So, you know, put that one kind of on hold, you know,
Yeah.
put it on the side. That was for week 11, put it on hold. This
Mm-hmm.
week is a little bit different. It's new stuff. It's only 2 pages. So make sure you know you get that done. And
Mm-hmm.
then next week, you're gonna take what you've done, right? The concepts for this week, and you're gonna apply it to your real estate
Okay.
web page next week.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was just worried because I know like what I had to add for this one, but I just wanted to know like the critiques from the last one. So that's just
Yep, yep.
why.
No, so you know, and again, I apologize. I'm gonna have that one done this week. So this one is just 2 pages and it's different stuff.
Yeah.
And then we'll, you know, next week it'll be back to the real estate page.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Any other questions though? Do you have any questions for me? Oh, and I think, were you the one that actually asked for an extension? Yeah, you did. No, you didn't.
No, I don't think it was me.
Yeah, no, I think that was someone else. Oh, that was Alyssa. Yeah, she wanted to know if week 11 was extended. And yeah, it is. It was due this yesterday, but people have an extra week. So you'll have until, this next Sunday to get it in.
Okay,
All
cool.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So be careful, looking at the sun here.
Oh, I looked at it already.
Yeah, don't mess up your eyes.
Yeah.
Look at them. Make sure you have those special glasses.
Yeah, well, I think I already missed my chance of that, but thank
Oh,
you.
okay. Yeah, I'm in Florida, so we didn't get any of that stuff.
Oh man. Well, as soon as I walked out, I saw it at the corner of my eye and I was like, oh, where's the sun? And then I saw it and I was like, oh no, am I gonna go blind?
Now you have to kind of stare at it for a little while for anything to happen.
That's
But
what I'm telling myself because I've been
yeah,
going
no, you're good. You're good.
about it. Yeah.
All right. So if there are any other questions, take care, guys. And again, email me. Anything at all, just email me. If you guys have any questions or anything at all.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Have a great day. Have a great week.
You too. Bye.
Bye.